Hello children, let's do percent exercise 11C questions 1 to 8. Question 1. The price of rice rises from 30 rupees per kg to 36 rupees per kg. Okay, so the price of rice, it has gone up from 30 rupees to 36 rupees per kg. Now we have to find the percentage rise in the price of rice. Okay, let's start. The initial price of rice was 30 rupees. Then the price increased to 36 rupees. So first it was 30, then it increased to 36. So what is the rise in price? Rupees 36 minus rupees 30 will tell you the rise in the price. Okay, so how much did it go up? 36 minus 30 is 6 rupees. It went up by 6 rupees. Now we have been asked to find the percentage rise. Now we have only the rise, the amount we have, but now we have to find the percentage rise. So percentage rise in price will be, we take the increase in price there, 6 rupees, by the initial amount, which is 30 rupees, and multiply it by 100 to convert it to percent. So let's do our cancelling. So 1 0 there and 1 0 here. We can cancel 3 and 6. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. Okay, that's it. We can't cancel anymore. So let's do our multiplication. 2 tens are 20. So the percentage rise in the price of rice is 20%. So the percentage rise is 20%. Question 2. The population of a small locality was 4,000 in the year 1979 and then 4,500 in the year 1981. By what percent had the population increased? As you can see, population has increased, isn't it? Now the question is, by what percent did it increase? Okay, population of a locality in the year 1979 was 4,000. Then the population in the year 1981, it became 4,500. Now, what was the increase in population? So first, we need to find the increase in population. So 4,500 minus 4,000 will give us the increase in population. So let's minus that. 4,500 minus 4,000. 0, 0, 5 and 4 minus 4 is 0. So it increased by 500. The population increased by 500. So now we know the increase in population. Let's find the percent of increase. Percent increase in population will be 500 by the initial amount, which is the initial number, which is 4,000 into 100. Because we're converting to percent. So let's cancel. I'll cancel 2 zeros there and 2 zeros here, and I can cancel 5 and 40. 5 ones are 5, 5 eights are 40. Now I have 8 and 100. I can cancel both by 4. 4 twos are 8, then 4 twos are 8, then I have 20 there, 5. 25. 4 into 25 will give us 100. So now I have in my numerator, I have 25 into 1, which is 25, and my denominator is 2. So this is an improper fraction. Let's convert it to a decimal number. Okay, so just like we convert to a mixed number, we do division. 25 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 minus 5, 2 twos are 4 minus 1. Okay, now if you're converting it to a decimal number, I need to continue with my division. So I'm going to put a point here, carry that point up. Now once I put my point in my dividend, I can keep adding zeros. So I'm going to bring that 0 down. So now my number is 10. 2 5s are 10. 0. Okay, so I have found the percent increase in population to be 12.5%. So The population increased by 12.5%. Question 3. The price of a scooter was 8,000 rupees in 1975. It came down, the price reduced to 6,000 in 1980. By what percent had the price of the scooter come down? So again, we have to find the percent. The price of a scooter in 1975 was 8,000 rupees. So let's write that down. That was 8,000. Then the price of the scooter in 1980 came down to 6,000 rupees. From 8,000 it came down to 6,000. So that means there's a reduction in price, isn't it? So what is that decrease in price? How much did it come down by? So let's find that out first. So that is 8,000 rupees. If you minus 6,000 from it, you will be able to find. So 8,000 minus 6,000, 8 minus 6 is 2. So it is 2,000, isn't it? So decrease in the price of the scooter is 2,000. Now we need to find by what percent this has come down, okay? So percent decrease in price. We found the amount, now we have to find the percent. So 2,000 divided by the initial price, that is 8,000, into 100. So whenever you convert to percent, you multiply by 100. So let me cancel the zeros. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and I can cancel 1, 2, 3. Then I can cancel 2 and 8. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. I can cancel 4 and 100 by 4 itself. 4 ones are 4 and 4 into 25 is 100. So let me multiply my numerator. 25 into 1 is 25 and my denominator is 1. 25 by 1 will be 25%. So the price of the scooter came down by 25%. Question 4. Find the resulting quantity when 400 rupees is decreased by 8%. So first let's find out what 8% of 400 rupees is. 8% of 400 rupees. Let's find out that. That is 8 by 100 into 400. 8 by 100 into 400. Now let's cancel. Cancel these two zeros and zeros here. Now I don't have anything else to cancel. I will multiply my numerators. 8 fours are 32 and denominator is 1. 32 by 1 is 32. That means 8% of 400 rupees is 32 rupees. Now if 400 rupees is decreased by 32 rupees, what do we get? So we decrease it and see 400 rupees minus 32 rupees. Let's minus these two. 400 minus 32. 0 minus 2 we can't do, so we are borrowing. So that becomes 3. This becomes 10. Again I borrow 9 and 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 3 is 6 and 3. So 400 rupees minus 32 rupees is rupees 368. That means the resulting quantity when 400 rupees is decreased by 8% is 368 rupees. Question 2. 25 kilometers is increased by 5%. So what do we get? Okay. So what is the resulting quantity? So first we need to find 5% of 25 kilometers. So let's find that. 5 by 100 into 25. Let's cancel. I can cancel 5 and 100 here. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10 and the 0. So 5 into 20 is 100. I can cancel 20 and 25 by 5. 5 fives are 25. 5 fours are 20. So we finish cancelling. Now let's see what's left. In the numerator, I have 5 ones are 5 and in the denominator I have 4. Okay, now I have 5 by 4, which is an improper fraction. I can convert it to a mixed number. Let me convert it to a decimal number. Now, it's just like how we convert to a mixed number. So, to convert 5 by 4 to a decimal number, I divide 5 by 4. I do normal division. 4 ones are 4 minus, I bring down 1. Now I'm trying to make it a decimal number, isn't it? So I'm going to continue with my division. So when I continue my division, I need to put a decimal point there, which I need to carry up. And after the point here, I can put zeros. Now I can bring that 0 down. Now my number is 10. 4 2s are 8. I've got a number close to 10. 4 2s are 8. Now 10 minus 8 is 2. I can still continue my division by putting one more 0 there and bringing that 0 down here. So my number now is 20. 4 5s are 20. So let me continue my division. 4 5s are 20. Now when I minus, both are 0. So I have got my answer. 5% of 25 kilometers, which I just found, 5% of 25 kilometers is 1.25 kilometers. So if I increase 25 kilometers by 5%, that means I need to add 1.25 kilometers to 25 kilometers. So 25 kilometers plus 1.25 kilometers. Let's add that up. 25 plus 1.25. Remember, when we did addition of decimals, we learned that we should make them like decimals before we add or subtract. So let's make them like decimals, a decimal point there, 2 zeros, and now they become like decimals. Let's add 5, 2, put the decimal point, 5 plus 1 is 6, and 2. So I have got 26.25 kilometers. That means the increase in distance is 26.25 kilometers. Question 3. A speed of 600 km per hour is increased by 12 1/2%. So the question is, what do we get if the speed is increased by 12 1/2%? Now, it's given in the question as 600 kilometer. We have r and -1 as our power. Now this is the same as kilometer per hour. Okay. From the denominator, I've taken it up. That's why it's given as -1. The power is -1. Okay. Now, first let's find out 12 1/2% of 600 kilometers per hour. So before we do that, let's convert 12 1/2 to an improper fraction to make our working easier. 12 2s are 24 plus 1 25. 25 by 2. So let's use that. So I have 25 by 2% means division by 100. So let me put it this way, division by 100. Now if I have to do this division by 100, let me give it a denominator 1. Now remember, for a division of fractions, we write the reciprocal. So the first one will remain the same, 25 by 2. Division changes to multiplication. 100 by 1 becomes 1 by 100. Okay, so this part is the same as this part. I've just written that down. Now let me continue with of. Of is multiplication and 600. So let me cancel. Let's cancel whatever we can. We'll cancel the 2 zeros here and the 2 zeros here. I can cancel 2 and 6. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. Now let's see what is left. 25 into 1 is 25. 25 into 3. 25 into 3 is 75. So that is 75 kilometers per hour. Now, if I have to increase 600 kilometers by 75 kilometers, I have to add it. So, 600 kilometers per hour plus 75 kilometers per hour. 600 plus 75 is 675 kilometers per hour. So, the increased speed. So, the final answer is the increased speed is 675 kilometer per hour. This is the increased speed, 675 kilometers per hour. Question 4. There is 2.5 increase in a salary of rupees 62,500. So 2.5% of 62,500 is what we need to find out. And once we find that out, we have to add it because it says increase. So 2.5% will be 2.5% is 100 of is into and 62,500. Let's cancel. I'll cancel 2 zeros there and 2 zeros here. Now I have 2.5 into 625. So let's multiply. The question is 2.5 into 625. Multiplication of decimals, ignore the decimal point. So 625 into 25. 5 5s are 25, carry 2, 5 2s are 10, 11, 12, carry 1, 5 6 are 30 plus 1, 31. Second step, start with a 0, 2 5s are 10, carry 1, 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5, 2 6 are 12. So I've got 5, I need to add this, 2, 1 plus 5 is 6, 3 plus 2 is 5 and 1. So I've got 15,625, but let's go back to the question, see where the decimal place is. Our answer also should have the same decimal places. So there's one decimal place, so the point comes there. So the answer here is 2.5% of 62,500 rupees is rupees 1,562.5, and whenever we are talking about paisa and rupees, we need to have 2 digits in the paisa column. So that's 50 paisa there. So now I have found the increase. This is so much. Now I need to add it to the salary to find out how much the final salary is. So the final salary will be rupees 62,500 plus rupees 1,562 and 50 paisa. So let's add up these two numbers. So 62,500 plus 1,562 and 50 paisa. So let's make them like decimals, 0.00, and add it up. 0, 5, 0 plus 2 is 2, 0 plus 6 is 6, 5 plus 5 is 10, carry 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1, 4, and I have 6. So my final salary here will be rupees 64,062 and 50 paisa. So that is our final salary. The increased salary is 64,062 and 50 paisa. Question 5. The population of a village decreased by 12%. If the original population was 25,000, find the population after the decrease. Okay, so the original population is given and the question says it decreased by 12%. So we need to find out, okay, finally what is it now? So let's start. The original population of the village is 25,000. Then the percent decrease in population. We know the population decreased, but we only know the percentage, and that is 12%. Now we need to find out the number, isn't it? What is that decrease in population? To find that, we do 12 by 100 into 25,000. When we do this, we will know how many people actually, the number of people reduced. Now let's cancel 2 zeros here, 2 zeros there, and nothing more to cancel. We have to multiply 12 into 250 for the numerator. So let's do that. 250 into 12. 2 zeros are 0, 2 fives are 10, carry 1, 2 twos are 4 plus 1 5. Start with a 0, 1 zeros are 0, 1 fives are 5, 1 twos are 2. So let's add this up. 0, 0, 5 plus 5 is 10, carry 1, 3. So this is 3000. So 3000 is a number by which the population decreased. So now we need to take the original population and subtract 3000 from it to find the population after the decrease. So population of the village after the decrease will be the original population, which is 25,000, and we subtract the decrease in the population to find what is the population after all this. So again, let's subtract these two numbers. 25,000 minus 3,000. 0. 5 minus 3 is 2 and 2 here. So the population of the village after the decrease, now it is 22,000. Okay, so initially it was 25,000, then it decreased by 12%. So when we subtracted that 12% from the initial amount, initial number, we got 22,000. So the population of the village after the decrease is 22,000. Question 6. Out of a salary of 13,500 rupees, I keep 1/3 as savings. Of the remaining money, I spend 50% on food and 20% on house rent. How much do I spend on food and house rent? Okay, so the salary, the first initial salary is 13,500. So that is the salary. How much do I keep as savings? So I need to find out my savings. It is 1/3. 1/3 of 13,500 is my savings. So I need to find this out. I need to find out how much this is. So I will know exactly how much I save. So let's see if we can cancel 3 and this number, 13,500. Okay, so I'm going to divide 13,500 by 3, and if my remainder is 0, that means I can use 3 to divide this number. So let's do short division. Now the number is 13, I can say 12, 3 fours are 12, but that is 13, so there's one more number which I carry over. Now it's 15, 3 fives are 15, 0, 0, yes. So it is divisible, this number is divisible by 3. So let me cancel here. 3 ones are 3 and 3 into what will give me 13,500? 4,500. We just did it. Okay. So what are my savings? My savings is rupees 4,500. Okay. Now the remaining money. So I get 13,500. I save 4,500. So what is the amount that remains? So remaining money will be 13,500 is my salary, and I save 4,500. If I subtract both, I will know my remaining amount. So let's subtract both. 13,500 minus 4,500. 0, 0, 0 again. 13 minus 4, okay, will be 9. So the remaining amount is 9,000 rupees. So let's continue the question. It says, of the remaining money, I spend 50% on food. So let's see how much I spend on food? 50% of the remaining money. So 50% means 50 by 100 into 9,000 because it's the remaining money. Out of the remaining money I'm spending on food. Now let's do our multiplication. 2 zeros here, 2 zeros cancelled. Now let's multiply the remaining. 50 into 90. So we can just multiply 5 into 9. 5 nines are 45 and add the 2 zeros. There's 1 zero there, 1 zero here, 2 zeros. So the amount that I spend on food is 4,500 rupees. Now, how much do I spend on house rent? I spend 20%. So that also I need to find out. Amount spent on house rent will be 20 by 100 into 9,000. That is the remaining money. Let's cancel. I cancel 2 zeros here and 2 zeros there. Now I can multiply and see. 20 into 90. Let me multiply 2 into 9. 2 nines are 18 and I can then add these 2 zeros. Okay, so the amount spent on house rent is 1,800. So we found the amount spent on food and amount spent on house rent. Now the final question, how much do I spend on food and house rent together? That means I need to add up these. So amount spent on food is 4,500. Amount spent on house rent is 1,800. So we'll add up these two and see how much we spent altogether. So 4,500 and 1,800. Add it up. 0, 0, 5 plus 8 is 13, carry 1, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. So the total amount that I spend on food and house rent will be 6,300 rupees. Question 7. A tank can hold 50 liters of water. At present, it is only 30% full. How many liters of water should I put into the tank so that it becomes 50% full? Okay, so at present it is only 30% full, but I need to make it 50% full. So how much of water? I need to add some more water, isn't it, to make it 50% full. So let's start working out. Quantity of water a tank can hold is 50 liters. Now, quantity of water at present. We know the percentage of water at present. Let's find the quantity. To find the quantity, we take the percent, 30%, that is 30 by 100. When you multiply it with quantity of water a tank can hold, that is 50, we'll be able to find out how much of water is there at present. Okay, so let's cancel whatever we can. I'll cancel 1 zero down, one more 0 here. So now 3 into 5 is what I have in the numerator, that is 15 liters. So right now, at present, there are 15 liters of water in the tank, that is 30%. So I have found out what 30% of water is, it's 15 liters. Now I need to find 50% of the total capacity. So 50% is 50 by 100 into 50 liters. Okay, that is the total capacity. Now let's cancel whatever we can here. 1 0 there, 1 0 here, 1 0 there and one more 0. Now I can just multiply whatever is left. In my numerator I have 5 into 5, that is 25 liters, and my denominator is 1. So 25 by 1 is 25 liters. Now, quantity of water required to fill the tank to 50%. Now 25 is there. Initially we have 15 and now it has to come up to 25. We already have 15 liters, but we need the tank to have 25 liters. So what do we do? How much more do we need? We have 25, we need to get 25 liters. We already have 15 liters. So let's subtract the two. So 25 minus 15 is 10 liters. So quantity of water required to fill the tank up to 50% is 10 liters. So 10 liters of water should be put into the tank so that it becomes 50% full. Question 8. In an election, there are a total of 80,000 voters and two candidates A and B. 80% of the voters go to the polls, out of which 60% vote for A. How many votes does B get? Okay, to understand this better, let's start with our statements. Total number of voters is 80,000. This is the total number. Then, percent of voters that go to the polls. Though there are 80,000, only 80% of that goes to the votes. So 80% go to the polls. Number of voters that go to the polls. Since we have only the percent, we're going to find the number. So let's do that. 80 by 100 into 80,000. So let's cancel the two zeros in 80,000 and the two zeros in 100. And now we can just multiply the numerators 80 into 800. So when we multiply numbers ending in 0, multiply the whole numbers and then we can add the zeros. 8 8s are 64. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So that makes it 64,000. So number of voters that go to the polls is 64,000. Now, percent of votes that A gets. A gets 60% of the votes. Now let's find out the number. How many of them have voted for candidate A? So 60 by 100 into 64,000. 64,000 is the number that went to the polls, and from that 60% voted for A. So now we're going to find out how many voted. Cancel those two zeros and now let's multiply 640 into 60. 640 into 60. So 0. Second step, start with a 0. Then 6 zeros are 0. 6 fours are 24. Carry 2. 6 6 are 36, 37, 38. Now let's add it up. 0, 0, 4, 8 and 3. 38,400. So the number of people who voted for A is 38,400 people voted for A. Now we are going to find the number of votes that B gets. Right, now we know that how many people went to the polls. We know 64,000 went to the polls. In that we know that 38,400 voted for A. That means the remaining people voted for B. So to find the number of votes that B gets, we just have to minus these two. Minus 64,000 and 38,400. So let's subtract the two. 64,000 and 38,400. 0, 0. Now we need to borrow. 10 minus 4 is 6. 3 again we need to borrow. 13 minus 8 is 5. And 5 minus 3 is 2. So we've got 25,600. So number of votes that B gets will be 25,600. So we first found out how many went to the polls, which is 64,000. Then we found out how many votes A gets. Then the remaining votes B gets. So the final answer, B gets 25,600 votes. So children, we will stop with that for now. In our next video, we will continue from question 9 onwards. Thank you, children.